On the front line through the battles and the pains, with a camera in the fray and the world on our screens. We're the voice of the silence, the witness of the scenes. Headlines flashing bright from the shadows we arise, with the truth in our hands under perilous skies. Every story told is a battle we fight. Through the darkness and the fear, we bring the light. In the chaos, in the flames, we'll stand tall, with the courage to reveal through the rise and the fall. From the embers of the war to the echoes of the call, we're the eyes of the world and we'll never stall. KLW, we're the warriors on the front lines. Through the blood and the fire, we'll define the times. In the heat of the battle, where the truth aligns, we're the voice of the war and the world will find. From the ruins and the wreckage, every story's told. Through the tears and the heartbreak, the bravery unfolds. In the darkest hours, when the world's torn apart, KLW brings the stories straight from the heart. With the cameras rolling through the wreckage and the pain, we capture the reality while the world remains. Every angle, every moment in the line of fire, we're the pulse of the battlefield, never to tire. KLW, we're the warriors on the front lines. Through the blood and the fire, we'll define the times. In the heat of the battle, where the truth aligns, we're the voice of the war and the world will find. KLW, we're the warriors on the front lines. Through the blood and the fire, we'll define the times. In the heat of the battle, where the truth aligns, we're the voice of the war and the world will find. Through the smoke and the ruins, we'll pierce the veil. With every breath we take and every tale, we're the heartbeat of the conflict in the shadowed frail. With KLW's vision, the truth won't fail. Stand firm, we're the beacon in the fray. Through the dust and the fury, we'll light the way. In the fight for the truth, where the heroes lay. KLW, the story's here to stay. KLW, we're the warriors on the front lines. Through the blood and the fire, we'll define the times. In the heat of the battle, where the truth aligns, we're the voice of the war and the world will find. So here's to the courage and the tales we unfold. In the heart of the conflict, our story's told. KLW, with the truth we hold. In the fire of the war, our legacy bold.
You can't handle the truth!
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations. Set material conditions Zebra throughout the ship. Make Zebra report to DC Central.
Now hear this. Now hear this. This is an emergency notification from the U.S. State Department. I repeat, this is an emergency notification from the State Department. Moments ago, the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv was advised to not open. The U.S. Embassy in Kyiv has received specific information of a potential significant air attack on November 20th. That's right now, folks. It started 8 hours ago. Out of an abundance of caution, the U.S. Embassy will be closed. I repeat, the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv will be closed. In 1,000 days of war, this is the first time this has ever happened. Embassy employees are being instructed to shelter in place. I repeat, embassy employees are being instructed to shelter in place. The U.S. Embassy recommends U.S. citizens to prepare to immediately shelter in the event of an air raid alert. They are to monitor local media for updates. They are to identify shelters' locations in advance of any air alert. They are to immediately take shelter if an air alert is announced. Follow the directions of the Ukrainian officials and first responders in the event of an emergency. Well, what it looks like is there are people who are concerned about the possibility of a nuclear attack on Kyiv because Vladimir Putin just lowered the standards for using a nuclear weapon. Yeah, smoke the captain. He ain't smart enough to be here. So we're going to be going over to, and what are you the captain of? You got a plastic boat in your bathtub? Well, we're going to see, Tony. The U.S. government has never closed their embassy in Kyiv like this, as far as I'm aware of. So we're going to cover it for you. Wow, Captain, you don't even have any content or a single subscriber. Well, that's par for the course. Nobody wants to follow you because you don't know anything. Anyway, folks, it does not look good. It does not sound good. What we are seeing is not good. So what we're going to do is we've got the cameras up. Now, we've got some other things for you here, and I'll get into that. This is the Chinese ship that the Danish Navy, I guess boarded would be the best way to explain it. They have boarded this vessel. That's not what I wanted. They have boarded this vessel earlier today. And when they did, they haven't let it move since. So here's when they were boarding it. And it has been stationary. The last time it moved was at 1941 Zulu. So it's now 6:22 Zulu. So that's what, 11 hours ago? Almost. Yeah, roger that, Oz. I do have a proven track record of being accurate. So what we wanted to do was let you know what was going on here. No, this is not private. This is public. This is a public service announcement. Now, we are going to do a private stream after this for members only. We're going to cover this for members only. We are going to be sending that invitation out here shortly for members only. So if you would like to see what's going on, you are welcome to come to the stream. We're going to be covering all of this and everything that's going on. And again, it's for members only because, well, we don't allow idiots like Captain and other folks in here. And Captain is, like I said, captain of a plastic boat. He's a nobody. So we will be sending that out. Well, you don't have to wait for the email because once I post it, you can actually go and log in and get it immediately. You don't have to wait for the email. Because you're a member, you can go and log in immediately and get the link. So what I wanted to show you on this ship is the ship that cut the cables today, folks. Those two cables that were cut, the two internet cables that were cut, well, this is the ship that did it. So we know who did it. The Danish know who did it. They know what's going on. So we wanted to let you guys know what was going on. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, there has been a security alert issued by the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv, Ukraine, on November the 20th, 2024. Ukraine, all districts, event. The U.S. Embassy in Kyiv has received specific information of a potential significant air attack on November the 20th. Out of abundance of caution, the embassy will be closed, and embassy employees are being instructed to shelter in place. We've never heard that before, folks. In all the years I've been reading announcements and warnings from the State Department and embassies, I've never heard this. Has anybody else ever heard of an embassy being closed and all of their employees from the embassy are being told to shelter in place from an air raid? Anybody ever heard that before? Okay, so
Survey said.
no, we've never heard this before. I've never heard it before. I monitor this stuff every day. I never heard anything like it, seen anything like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this stream because, well, there's a bunch of idiots on YouTube. But again, we do public service announcements, and this is one of them. If you would like to see the stream and cover this, you are welcome to go to the link at the top of the chat and sign up there as either a silver or a bronze. If you sign up as a silver, you will get access to the after hours broadcast and private streams, not all of them, but most of them. You will also be invited to some of our private classes that we have on a variety of different topics. You can ask anybody. It is well worth the effort to join. Money well spent. So, yeah, we're looking forward to the private stream too. So just want to warn everybody what was going on, let you all know what's going on. This platform is doing everything that they can to suppress me. If I had done this on Rumble, I would have 1,000 people in here already. But on YouTube, well, they suppress the truth. So only 219 people are here. YouTube fucking sucks, but it's a public service announcement. So with that, folks, we're going to be leaving here, going over to Rumble. I'll have that up in about 5 minutes. I'll send that out to all of our members. Sure thing, Rox. We're going to be sending that out to all of our members. And we'll be sending that out over the network. So in about 5 minutes, I will have that stream up. So you can go you could go and go there and get the login. If you want to be able to get the login, if you're not a member, you can go and sign up. It's just $10 a month. And if you can't afford $10 a month, I'm sorry. So with that, folks, we are out of here. We're going to leave all the idiots on YouTube, and we're going to go over to Rumble and KLW World News, where smart people get their news.
That's all, folks.